What they do, YouTube? What they do, man? We finna go in today, man. We finna go in, man. For one, before we even get this thing started, make sure you order your people a copy of Street Elements magazine. We're the #1 magazine publication in the nation. This is an old copy. This is a throwback issue here. The #1 magazine publication in the nation. Yo, you see? You see that right there? Right, the #1 magazine publication in the nation. Man, we gonna talk about some real stuff right here, some real street shit, my nigga. This for my young kings out there, my young hustlers out there, my young steppers out there, my young money getting homies out there. Man, do y'all think about y'all mama when you out there in the streets? Do you be thinking about, dog, if I get hit, and I get hit this way, I get hit for this body, or I get jammed up with a Rico, or I get caught with these 3-4 ounces of fentanyl in a pistol, or I get knocked off in a drug conspiracy, or I get knocked off on a robbery, aggravated battery. Do you be thinking about your mom? Like, damn, dog, I may leave the streets, and I might not get to see my mom no more. I mean, let's keep this shit real. Do y'all really be thinking about that? I know most of us don't, you know, because most of us, the ones that's in the streets, we really are the leaders of the family. We the warriors. That's why we in the streets. We ready to go to war. That's why we in the streets, man. We in the streets because we the warriors. We the warriors. We the one ready to risk it all for the block or for the homies. But we're really supposed to be risking it all to make sure our next generation is doing better than what we did. Do we think about our mom? Because most of us came up in a household where it was a single parent. It was a woman out here working a 9 to 5, doing whatever she doing to make sure that you had whatever you had, right? Right? I mean, most of us that been in the streets, most of us came from a single parent background. Now, I'm not saying all of us, but especially the ones out there now, man. Because I know the women that y'all came from, they bust their ass, dog, to make sure y'all had something. You know, they made sure that y'all didn't go without nothing. Most of y'all came up with everything y'all ever wanted in life. Most of y'all. Now, the ones who didn't, they didn't. But most of them, they did. They ain't go without too much of nothing. But I'm asking you, dog, do you really think about the impact that it have on your mama if you leave the streets? How she gonna take care of her business? What if she come up financially fucked up and you locked up? What if something come up, she about to get kicked out and you locked up or you dead? Do you think about that? Because really and truly, keeping a gangster, you're supposed to be out here to be able to take care of that one woman who you know had your back since the day you hit this planet. That's keeping a G. That's keeping a G. If you out there in the streets and you came from a single parent, I mean a mom only, and she was busting her back to do whatever she could to make sure you had, it's your obligation that she doing better than what she could be doing. But if you go to prison, if you go to jail, you go to prison, now you putting more responsibilities on her to make sure you have something up the road. Now tell me how that's keeping a G. That's keeping it flow. I'm just keeping it real. We all done been in there. Most of us. So I'm talking to the ones that's out there now who ain't maybe been up the road yet. When you go inside the prison, you put a financial burden on the people on the outside like your mama first. Because she the one gonna keep it real with you. You may have an auntie, a sister, I don't know who it is, but they gonna keep it real with you. They the one gonna look out for you. They the one gonna do everything they can to make sure they can send you something. Do you think about them before you go do that drill? And if you don't, before you go do a drill tonight, or before you go pick up that package of 10 bricks or a pack of fentanyl or whatever you finna get, ask yourself, do you want your mom to be seeing you behind the walls? Because I believe you shouldn't put that burden on her. But, we all gonna do it. I done did it 2 times myself. But I know this last time I went to prison, I was thinking, man, damn, I might not get to see my mama no more but in prison. I was thinking that way. I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, damn, this might be the last time. You never know that you see your mom getting jammed up a certain way. I'm pretty sure when my homie got jammed up with the 30 years, he didn't know. Well, I guarantee you, my homie who got jammed up and called 30 years, I guarantee you, he didn't know if he was going to see his mama again on the outside. I guarantee you, my homie Dirty Red, when he caught the 27 years, I guarantee you he was always thinking about, damn, if I'm going to see my mom on the outside. Because some of us in prison get that phone call and it'd be the worst thing you ever want to hear. Because when I went to prison the first time, I got that phone call and they said my grandma passed. They said my grandma passed. So I got one of them phone calls before in prison. My mama, she passed. What could I do? I said, damn. Can't see to go to the funeral. None of that. None of that. I got a cousin right now. We're doing time. His mama died. So I'm asking you, the young kings out there, the young warriors out there that's in the streets right now, because everybody ain't gonna be no rapper. Everybody ain't gonna be a rapper and become famous. You just gonna have some street fame. And what comes with street fame is the penitentiary. What comes with street fame is the goddamn graveyard. What comes with street fame is the goddamn drug addiction problem, a drug habit. Any type of bad habits come out of them damn streets. I'm talking to my young warriors out there, man. Y'all young warriors out there. We bring y'all these stories because we know it's interesting, but I'm talking some real shit right now. Do you think about your mom when you finna go do that drill tonight? How it may affect her? Think about Honeycomb Brazy's situation. Let's keep it 1,000. Did Honeycomb Brazy think the shit that he had going on in the streets was going to affect his motherfucking mama, his grandma and granddaddy? Them people ain't supposed to get that. Do you think that's keeping it real? That's keeping it gangster? Man, that's dumb as fuck. I'm gonna say what I say. That's dumb as fuck. That your beef end up killing your grandma and granddaddy. And the niggas who did it, they dumb as fuck. Because how it's gonna affect their family. That ain't keeping it G, man. That's keeping it dumb. That's keeping it dumb as fuck. What about them people, man? But, these days everybody don't demon time. Or they don't give a fuck. Anybody can get it. Like my homeboy Belly say. Ain't no more street code of conduct. I'm saying, damn the street code of conduct. If you got the ability to get out the game now, think about your mama. If you in the games right now and you banging and it may affect you and your mama, think about the lady who gonna keep it real with you and how it's gonna affect her. How it's gonna affect her. Don't worry about your girl, she gonna leave. The lady who gonna keep it real with you whenever you down and out. How it's gonna affect her. That's what I'm asking you, dog. So y'all just chime in. Let me know y'all feel me on this. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit that was on my mind and I think it need to be out there. But do you think about that woman right there before you do anything stupid that can take you off the streets? Make it happen or you cap it.